before I even start this video, you need to be level 40 to be able to do this in the first place. So that's first thing first, right? Anyways, welcome back to the channel. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't yet. You guys can also join the Discord, link in the description down below. In today's video, we're going to be talking about common keys. Now, time and time again, just randomly in the comments, I'll see people talk about common keys, what's really viable, and this is pretty much like a PSA as well for people who don't really know how to get more damage out for your dolls that isn't really related to attachments and things like that. So for those that are still unfamiliar with common keys, say you're still new to Ghost Frontline 2, welcome. So if you guys do get to level 40, right, when you get to level 40, you will be able to unlock the common key here at the end. Now this is a universal key, so you have to unlock every single of their fixed keys. So fixed keys only apply to the character themselves. Common keys are keys that apply to any character in the game. So as you guys can see here, fixed keys I will only have 6, but if I go to common keys, I have a bunch, right? And I will go into today's video about what keys you'll get the most value out of if you want to start investing level 40, and then you have to do a neural survey. So it's a lot of farming, it's a lot of materials. But if you really have nothing else to do, say you have your best in slot stats for attachments, this is also something that you can do, especially like eventually when we get double drops. Gradually you'll get level 40, you'll get the common keys, and then you can make certain builds. So it's kind of like theory crafting in a sense. Anyways, we have Qiongjiu's common key, right? So increased damage dealt outside of units on turn by 7%. Not only that, it gives crit rate +5. Qiongjiu, right, she's based off support attacks. She run a burn team, you know, she always has the support attacks going on. So if it's someone else's turn and Qiongjiu triggers the support attack, it will do 7% more damage. Let's see, and I do need to change up her keys as well to other common keys that I have to make her even deal more damage than she does now. So that's pretty much Qiongjiu's. Now let's go into some keys that are pretty good. I won't go over 5-star keys, right, because naturally as you play 5-star characters, you're going to unlock their keys. Like, I'll go over Ullrids and like limited characters, but standard characters, like, come on, you're gonna get their key. Maybe not Vepley. There's a lot of Vepley slander in Ghost Frontline 2, but since that is the case, we're going to Vepley's, right? Attack boost +5 if the user's mobility is greater than or equal to the target, increases damage dealt by 7%. So this one's a little tricky to use, but she does have something that increases damage, so I guess you can use her, I suppose. Anyways, if you're a Vepley enjoyer, that's good for you. Now let's go into some other characters here, which are the SR characters, because not everyone's going to build their SR characters. Some of them might see them bad on the tier list and just leave them there in the dust, right? So let's talk about Krolik. So Krolik has a good common key. If under the effects of burn buff, gain immunity to frozen and frigid, and increase damage by 5%. Burn team, essentially just put on your DPS for the burn team, extra 5% damage, and you get crit rate. Can't really go wrong with that. We have Sharkry's common key. So her common key is going to be if a unit has more than one buff, increase damage dealt by 7%, and it also gives crit rate. That's extra 14% damage right there if you stack it on a main DPS. And let's say you have this on Qiongjiu with another 7%, that's 21% extra DPS. Okay, so this is really how you guys can start mix matching your builds to see what you guys can actually get out of them. And yes, there are common keys that also give utility, like Nemesis. When this unit is under the effects inside, gains 3 additional tiles of movement, so she's allowed to move around the map, you know, more valuably, be able to get some more damage off. So there are keys like that. But let's go into the next key that you could be looking for, which is going to be Cheeta. So Cheeta's common key, and we do have an event in the future from China where you do get her V6 for free. Don't know when that's coming out. When using an active heal, there's a 50% chance to apply one random buff to the target for 1 turn. Now, before we talk about this, oh, is this key good for Suumi? If you have V1, it's good for Suomi. You don't have V0, if you don't have V1, you won't feel this, okay? So it's just one of those things. But yes, 50% chance to apply one random buff to the target that is healed for one turn. So some RNG can play into that as well. Alright, let's see. Next character I have here, we have Litrara. So Litrara is going to have crit rate. Damage dealt to targets with defense debuffs is increased by 7%. Now I'm pretty sure this is only the defense down. I'm not too sure if this applies to any other defense related debuffs. I'm pretty sure defense down is the only one. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. Okay, I'm on my break recording this. Yeah, so another 7% increased damage. This is really good if you want to use it also on Nemesis. Nemesis has defense down as well, so I mean, it's pretty good. Let's see, I think the last one I really have on the list here would be Ullrid's. So we have Ullrid's as well. So 5% crit rate if the enemy's target HP is not full before the attack, increase damage dealt to them by 7%. It's literally a free 7% damage increase. Just the enemy's HP just cannot be full. And how many times is that in the game? Like 99%. And not only that, it gives crit rate. So yes, characters can be bad. They can have no value in their kit. You can't use them as much. They're not efficient in the team comp. But common keys do exist for people to use and apply them to main DPS characters that they can get real value out of. Like, let's consider one of the main characters that everyone wants to pull, right? Well, not everyone. Some people, you know, don't want to pull her. But Klukai, right? Think of these common keys on a character like Klukai that already does a lot of damage, but now she has 21% more damage than before, right? Just through these common keys. So not everyone has like an amazing common key that you absolutely want to go out of your way for. You know, Mosin's is good for like Nemesis. This is literally a Nemesis common key for insight, so that's great. But then you have characters like Colphne. Before using a single target active field, cleanses one random debuff from the target. These things are kind of good if you don't have Suomi, but we have Suomi, so it's just like you really go out of your way to level 40 this. Not really. You know, if you don't have Suomi, perhaps for some content, well, harder content, but you have Suomi, this is not really worth it. So typically things like this, but a lot of them have a lot of value. You can get a lot of more DPS out of your character from it. So that was pretty much it for today's video. I kind of want to introduce people that don't really know how to get more damage for their character kind of for free once they hit level 40. So this is how. So once you guys hit level 40, you know, I'm still a believer. Probably try to farm attachments from 23 all the way to 40, so you have that gap right there to get as many onsets as possible and good stats. Because once you guys do hit level 40, I already made a video on this, a lot of stuff gets really pricey, and you won't really be farming attachments as much as you would like, because things like leveling up your weapon cost 57,000, okay, per level, by the way. So yeah, it gets pretty hefty. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't yet. Just wanted to put this video out for you guys, talk about some common keys. There are some better ones as well that come out later. I'll start putting common key related things and guides for limited characters in the future. But leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't yet. Join Discord, link in the description down below. We'll be streaming on later on today, so we'll see you guys there. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.